I can handle this pain. I ate 2 weeks of nothing but plain potatoes. I can surely handle this pain for a few more minutes. Hello everybody. It's let's see, May 31st. Tuesday, May 31st, and Brian's gonna take me to the ER because I can't deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like really scared and I don't know what's going on, but I feel like really nauseous, and you can go, you can start driving. So I'm feeling like super nauseous, and I like the pain the last 2 nights. I can't get comfortable, like the pain won't go away. It was very severe, like coming through to my back, kind of on the left side as well. Like I can feel it right now, like it's just like radiating through to my back, and I just can't. I can't deal with this any longer. So I would have gone yesterday, but it was a holiday, and I was like hoping to wait to just get into talk to my doctor this morning when they open, but it's like 7:16, and I was just like, let's just go, because I can't deal with this anymore, and it's very painful, and I'm nauseous, and I tend to black out when I get nauseous and throw up. So yeah, so to be continued. Okay, well, I'm in the hospital at the ER, and I'm in a lot of pain. I was just crying because it's hurting so much, but they did a CT scan with contrast, and I'm waiting on the results of that, and I guess we'll figure out what they're gonna do next. But right now, I'm just in a lot of pain. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't tell you guys I threw up on the way to the hospital. So that was fun. This sucks, people. It sucks a lot. I just want them to take it out already. I've asked for pain meds, so hopefully they'll come with those soon. Is that blood? No. Morphine is good.
Wow.
It's so nice.
That kicked in real fast.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
I don't know what to tell you, kiddo.
Where's Peeve?
He's at home.
Okay, so it's just past 12:30, and they're going to admit me to the hospital, and then I'm gonna talk to my doctors for a plan that will likely involve surgery. Basically, the mass is kind of like blocking and pushing on my ureter, like ureter, not urethra, ureter, which connects the bladder to what, Brian?
The kidneys.
The kidney to the bladder. So the mass that I have on my left ovary is pushing on it and causing lots of pain. They just gave me some more morphine, but the pain came back pretty quickly last time. So they will likely admit me and then talk to me about what my options are for surgery, and then we will go from there. Now, on the result that they sent to me, it did say the mass is suspicious for malignancy, which I don't know if that's just means they can't rule it out at this point, or if there's something else they saw in it in the CT scan that made them think maybe it is malignant. But hopefully they will cut it out of me and test it pretty quickly, and we will figure out where to go from there. So things are moving slowly but surely, but we're getting stuff done. Now I'm gonna lay here and wish I could disappear. Goodbye. Good morning, people. I'm still in the hospital. It's June 1st now. It's June. I'm feeling much better today so far because they've had me on a variety of pain meds. A lot of pain meds and some anti-nausea. They did come visit me yesterday while I was still in the ER. The surgeon did and let me know that they wouldn't actually be able to get me in the schedule today, which is Wednesday, most likely. It would be Thursday until I would have surgery. There is kind of a weird thing with my insurance, trying to figure out if the surgeon that they picked is in my network, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But the surgeon that I talked to is from the I'm so bad at saying these words, gynecology, oncology. But they told me not to like worry because it's oncology too. It's not like, oh, it's cancer. But the weird thing was when the surgeon came in and talked to me about like the results of a lot of the stuff, that the test that I had, like his opinion of things seemed to not mesh with like what I had already been told about the opinions of what was going on. So it's all just very like confusing still. Because he said that it looks like cancer, but it's probably not cancer, is what kind of it boiled down to, which I was just like, what does that mean? Looks like cancer, but it's probably not cancer. I mean, I think what it boils down to is when they did the CT scan, the images, they showed us the images, and like the mass is not like this perfectly round, nice little mass. It's got some weird qualities to it that cancer would have. But in someone my age, I'm 36, it's very unlikely for me to actually have ovarian cancer. So I think they're still thinking like it could be something else, but they won't really know until they take it out and test it. So they're going to, when they do surgery, they will test it while I'm still under and see if they need to like remove any other kind of tissues and stuff in there to test. But they will not really know for like 4 or 5 days for sure if it's cancer or not, because they have to do like the biopsy and all that full stuff. But they'll know enough while I'm under to know if like there's a red flag for it definitely being possible, but I won't know for sure. I don't know. It's all very iffy. So they said that I could go home if I wanted and then schedule a surgery, or I could stay here until I get the surgery. And we kind of discussed and decided that it was best for me to stay here with the amount of pain and everything and nausea that I've been experiencing. And I was just honestly like, I can't see myself going home. Like the last 2 nights at home have been absolutely miserable with the pain and just not being able to sleep and find a good position to sleep in with the amount of pain that I was in. So I was like, I don't think I can do that again. So I did spend the night here, and then my lovely husband, I'll flip and show you, I'll show you Brian. So I'll show you, you can see he's in here. He went home to get some things for me and get a few like change of clothes for himself, and then he came back and spent the night here with me in the hospital room. So that's been nice. Aw, my lovely Brian. There he is. He's been here with me all night, and he brought a special guest. Beef. He's watching over me. And I have these peonies that will hopefully be blooming very soon. So, fun. All right. It's time for another episode of Jessica in the Hospital. We did get an update. So the surgeon actually who's going to be operating on me came in. Today is Wednesday. We were hoping I would get in for surgery on Thursday, and it looks like now it's going to be Friday morning. So they'll just keep me here at the hospital to manage my pain until then. But I also have changed into my exciting, my own little pajama outfit here with all my little fun animals on it. And my mom got me a little guardian angel. So the surgeon answered a bunch of our questions. It's really weird because we still don't really have an answer on what it is, because they just won't know until they cut into me and then get it out. But we are getting more of kind of a sense, after talking to a bunch of different doctors and things, we're getting more of a sense of like, okay, this is what's going on, this is what they're thinking, this is why they're doing certain things they're doing. And yeah, so we did get that, but the surgery probably won't be till Friday. Other than that, I just got my water. Brian's my water boy.
Yeah.
And the pain is being managed. They're doing a really good job of keeping up with the pain meds. I've had a few like ups and downs today with the pain. A few times when I was like, ready to just throw in the towel with the pain, but then they brought me my meds and it was all good. So, okay, so it's Thursday now, right?
Yes.
June 2nd. It's June?
It's June.
Yesterday wasn't as good as, like, last night was horrible. I didn't sleep very well, and I woke up feeling like a lot of pain, nausea. I'm still feeling nauseous. They gave me some medicine for it, but I'm still just not feeling good. I just want this thing out of me and all of that. But they said they'll be doing the surgery tomorrow, I think at 9:30. So what is it? It's like 9:30 right now. So in 24 hours, I will be getting sliced and diced. No.
Wow. Yep.
It won't be that. It's going to be laparoscopic surgery, so it's not like
Small incisions.
crazy dicing and slicing, but I just want this thing out of me, you guys. I just want them to test it and figure out what it is and all that, and I feel nauseous right now. So anyway, I'm just not feeling it today. And so I'm hoping that once I eat, I'm hoping the nausea is just from all the pain meds with an empty stomach. And I don't know, man. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. I just don't feel good.
Exciting adventure.
I just don't feel good, you guys. And they did some blood tests to test for some, like, is it like tumor markers?
CA
kind of
19.
like, it's like CA 125, CEA, and cancer 19.9 or something.
Yeah.
The 19.9 one was a little elevated, but not cause for concern. So basically, their blood tests to see if you have like some kind of
Cancer antigens.
Sure.
Is what they call
Cancer
CA.
antigens.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the one was a little bit elevated, but not quite like elevated enough to cause big concern. So that was good, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much the update for now. I don't know if I'm gonna be eating. I'm supposed to eat today because I'm not gonna be able to eat tomorrow. So probably a lot. So yeah. But I'll update you guys if there's anything exciting happening later. I don't want to eat the bread because I feel like I'm gonna barf. But Brian says I have to eat the bread.
I say she should eat the bread, and the bread will help her not want to barf.
I just feel so bad.
Yeah, but you haven't eaten in a very long time now, and you need to get something in your stomach. Remember, even the doctor or the nurse said that you need to eat something before they give you more pain meds and stuff. So get something into you. It is important that you eat something.
I just don't want to.
I know.
What if
Just eat some small bites.
Throw up?
If you throw up, you throw up. You're in a hospital.
I don't want to throw up.
I know.
I don't like to throw up.
I know. But you got a thing to your right you can throw up into. I will be right here. Nurses are all around. Like,
What about Peeve?
Peef is over there in the corner. Okay?
Okay.
Just get something into your stomach, even if it's just a little bit of the toast and maybe some applesauce or something, okay?
What? The nausea did go away after I ate breakfast, just like Brian said it would. He's like, I was right. We actually had a really good friend who brought us some dinner from a vegan cafe. Brought something for me and for Brian. So shout out to Elaine for bringing that. That was very sweet. I also received a surprise today. I got some flowers from 2 of our amazing viewers who have become friends of ours as well. They're not just viewers. So thank you, Martha and Julie, for sending the beautiful flowers. Like, seriously, you guys, look at these flowers. They're super beautiful. And that was a very sweet surprise. And my in-laws also brought my puppies, and my father-in-law called and said, hey, look out the window, because there's like a window right over there that looks into the parking lot, and it was them with my little doggies down there in the parking lot waving. And I was able to walk down there and give them a little bit of love as well, although I was experiencing a lot of pain at that time, so it was interesting. My wonderful mother also came to visit me, which was nice, but overall, it's just been kind of another day of waiting and waiting and waiting. So I am so ready, you guys, to get this thing taken out of me. They are going to do a few different procedures tomorrow. I got the official names of those procedures, so maybe we can put them on the screen here of like the 3 things that they're planning on doing. So hopefully all goes as planned, and it will be just, you know, the normal findings, benign, all that. I think Brian will get the results before I will, because I'll be sleeping. I'll be passed out. So hopefully, fingers crossed that everything goes really well and smoothly, and that they don't find anything that looks even, you know, more suspicious for malignancy or anything like that. But yeah, otherwise I'm just so ready to get this out. I'm ready to get out of the hospital. I'm ready for this pain to just stop forever and never come back, hopefully. But I'm going to get some sleep. I'm not allowed to eat or drink after midnight, so I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep. I think they're gonna bring pain meds in around midnight, and then hopefully I'll get a little bit more, and then around 6 they're gonna wake me up and take me and make me shower and do all that and get ready for the surgery. So, any thoughts?
I'm just waiting for this to be over, you know? It's been a crazy time for the last few days. I've been taking care of Jessica the best I can, and but I'm ready for you to not be in pain.
Yes.
Because I can't stand to see you suffering. So.
He's been doing a great job, you guys. He's been here with me every step of the way, and he's been going home to get stuff if I needed stuff and all that. So, but yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna go crash, and that's all I got for right now. Bye. It was supposed to be pain gone and bedtime, but pain decided it wasn't bedtime. And now I'm sitting here miserable, not able to find a position to lay in to sleep. Which I really was hoping to get a little bit of sleep in before my next round of pain meds, but that don't look like it's gonna happen. It's 11:15 and I am like just not feeling it at all right now. And it sucks. It really sucks. Just want the pain to go away. Just wish I could find like any position to lay in that would just not hurt for like 30 seconds. That would be great. Be super great. It's finally, what is today? Friday? Friday morning, which is the day of my surgery. And I'm just waiting for my final round of, hopefully, well, pre-surgery drugs, like before they start giving me the good stuff to knock me out. I'm just waiting for it's like Dilaudid to kick in. And God, I hurt so bad. Oh, now, also I have this like old situation hooked up to me now. So it's like, I have to keep my arm a certain way or it'll start beeping at me really much and it won't be nice. I'm just ready for surgery, you guys. I'm just ready for some answers. I'm ready for just to find out what's going on. I'm ready to like be done with the pain, at least this phase of the pain, because I feel like the next phase will be like a lot better, hopefully. I'm just waiting for the pain to stop a little bit, just a little bit, so that I can get a little more rest, and then they're gonna take me back very, very soon to go get prepped for surgery. So, Brian will have to take over and give you some updates while I'm in the surgery, and then hopefully I'll be able to check back in with you guys after it's all done. So wish me luck. It's like so painful. I just wanted to stop. She injected me like, oh, now my arm's in the wrong position. I don't know, what's it been, like 5 minutes?
At least.
And I think it starts like within 15. So we're getting close, we're getting close, we're getting close, we're getting close. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I can handle this pain. I ate 2 weeks of nothing but plain potatoes. I can surely handle this pain for a few more minutes.
Well, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready to have this thing taken out of me.
Yeah.
Yes, very ready.
Well, it'll be any minute now, and they take you down to pre-op.
I just want them to knock me out. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's like, and goodbye.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long road, kiddo.
It's been a long month.
Yeah.
Started on May 2nd with the pain, and it's June 3rd now.
Month and a day. All right. It'll be over soon.
And then you threw him.
When?
I gave Peef to you when you first got in here, and you were like, and you go, and now Peef is gonna fly.
I don't remember that.
Yep. Nope. You totally did that.
Okay. So that whole thing kind of took a turn, different, unexpected turn. So they took us down to the like pre-op prep kind of area, and the first thing I had to do was decide if I wanted this, what do they call it?
Nerve block.
Nerve block. So they go in and like they use an ultrasound machine to find nerves like was it on my front or my back?
It was the front, I believe. It was under the muscle layer.
Yeah, like down in my abdomen. And they like stick this big needle in. It's kind of like an epidural, but not like into the spine.
Yeah.
Like kind of similar kind of thing. And they put it in, and they were like, there's really no downside to getting this. The risks that can be associated with that kind of thing aren't really that risky in this particular area they were doing, but it could help keep the pain down for like up to 24 hours. And I was like, dude, if you got something that can keep my pain down in any way, you poke me, you stick me with it.
And the amount of pain that Jessica was in
Hold
from
that for
this
a second.
procedure. Okay,
Sorry.
I've got it.
My mouth is so dry, you guys. I'm only allowed to eat ice chips.
Yeah.
Ice chips.
The doctor said that the amount of pain that she was in was shown by how much pain the procedure just for the nerve block like got her. So she'd been in a massive amount of pain over the last few days. I mean, an insane amount of pain. Even with the drugs and everything, it was very brutal. Very brutal.
Yeah. So it was very hard doing that, but I'm glad I did it. But after I made that decision, I just remember laying there feeling like so uncomfortable, but I was like, okay, this little bit of extra uncomfortable before the surgery will allow me to have like 24 hours potentially of like more comfortable afterwards. So Brian's in the room with me, and then it came to the point where they needed to move me into the surgery, like the OR. And so he had to go in the waiting room. And like, I don't know, I just remember, it's like in and out, but I just remember being like so scared, and like all of a sudden, which I was fine all day about it, and then I was like just so scared about it. And then I went into the OR, and it was like so many people in there. It was just crazy, and they were all doing their, they all had their little job, and they were doing it. And then they made me move from like scoot over from the bed that I was on to like the surgery bed table thing or whatever. And I don't really remember much after that. There was no like, okay, we're gonna count down. It was like, I don't remember any of it. I was out. Next thing I remember is I open my eyes and I'm back. God, I don't even know where I was.
You were probably in you were in a recovery room.
I don't know. I don't know if I was in the same room that I was in when I started, or if I was just, I don't remember. And I think I was in a big room where there was other people, but like other beds too. I just remember saying, where is Brian? Where's my husband? Can I get my husband? Like, where's my husband? I just want to see my husband. And like, they're just like, okay, like, just a little bit longer. And I didn't realize my mom had actually come too, because I knew she was going to come like after I woke up and be here, but apparently it took longer than they expected, and so she was actually there too. And I know Brian's mom came to kind of sit with him throughout this whole period, just so that he wasn't alone in the waiting room. But I'm gonna let Brian kind of take over on what actually happened, what happened during the next part, because that's all I remember.
So we were in the waiting room, my mom and I, which was the inpatient waiting room, and I was getting text updates on how she was doing and everything, and so I was just waiting for her to kind of get everything cleared out. And I was definitely getting more and more nervous, because they said the procedure was probably going to take about an hour and a half, and it took quite a bit longer than that. And so I'm sitting there thinking, okay, like, there's 100 different reasons as to why that could be and all of that. And
trying to be your logical self.
Yes.
All logic,
right? And then you're going to mess up my hair like that. And then the doctor came out, and I don't precisely remember anything. I think she commented on the red panda plush that I had bought Jessica.
And then she sat down and then she goes, so it was cancer. And I remember roughly what she said after that. I don't remember precise things, but what I remember was her talking about how they removed the mass, they removed the ovary and the tube that it was attached to, and they also ended up taking a small piece of her intestine as well that the mass had kind of like touched or had slightly attached to or something. I don't quite remember precisely what it was, but they took that, which means that Jessica's recovery time is going to be a lot longer now because she's on only clear fluids. And actually she can only eat ice chips right now, but they want to get her onto clear fluids and then finally back onto
the
solid foods. Yeah,
and like all that.
Yeah. So there was that.
And if you hear that, it's because I have those like
their leg compression
things, which
things.
I kind of like them now.
Like they keep compressing the legs so that way they have blood.
And I
moving.
am out of it, you guys. I'm like,
Yes.
I could fall asleep in like 2 seconds.
So Jessica's mom showed up just right after the doctor dropped the bomb on us, and then re-explained everything. And I was consoling Jessica's mother too. And I was also extremely grateful to have my mother there to help, just support me in her small way, which was a massive way. But basically they said there were a lot of good things, that the cancer was really localized in that one area. Her other ovary is perfectly fine. She said something about her uterus, about they may have to they're gonna have to do some other checking up on a couple of other things too, but that's for the future, so
Yeah, so when they brought me back up to the room, I wasn't sure if anybody was in the room, like this room we're in now, and when I looked over and it was Brian, but then my mommy was there too. I was so happy to see my mommy there, because I didn't think she would have been there yet, and I was really happy to see her. So thank you for coming. It's been a bit more stressful for her to come because, as you know, if you saw the video where I talked to my mom, she's got a lot of anxiety right now about like all the COVID stuff and everything. So hospital isn't exactly like great place for her to hang out. And you guys, this is also the hospital that my grandmother passed away in just over a year ago. And so it's just, there's a lot of emotions, and her baby girl is going through this big thing, and so it took a lot for her to come visit me when she first visited me the day before yesterday, but then she came back, like she's come 3 times now, so I'm super proud of her, because I know she wanted more than anything to be here for me, so I'm really glad that she was able to be there when they were telling the news to Brian too, so she could get it from, feel like she's more of a part of all this. But I just remember being in the room, and then I think there was like nurses, and they were like, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just remember there being like procedural stuff happening. And so the first moment, I think when they like had left, I just said to Brian, like, is it cancer?
And I said, you should probably get some rest. And even delusional Jessica put 2 and 2 together what that sentence meant. And she just broke down, and she was like, I have cancer.
It's just weird to say, like, I have cancer. Like, I don't know. Like, bad things don't happen to me. I've gone through my whole life being anxious about some bomb dropping because I've had it easy. I've had a good life. And I'm like, I know there's something that's going to come. And maybe this is it. But,
Nice time.
Sorry, it's really dry.
Yeah, well, they can hear you. You've got
I had a breathing tube.
Yeah. So, kind of go back to what the doctor said, though. There was... she seemed really optimistic about treatment. She said that because Jessica is young and strong, that it should be... that...
Yeah.
that only good things should come of this.
Yeah,
so.
like, it's rare for someone of my age to have this. for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they were so like, well, it looks like it has all these properties, but like it's so rare that they still weren't like fully convinced, and the only way to know was to get it out.
Yeah.
But I think we will go into like another video of maybe like frequently asked questions, or like questions of like just questions I'm getting, because I'm already getting frequently asked questions from like friends and family, like things you guys might be wondering based on it, like is it this kind of, like once we know more, because I haven't even talked to a doctor about it yet, so hopefully by like tomorrow they'll have someone come in and explain a little bit better. So I think we're gonna cut this video off here, and then we'll pick it up in another part where we kind of explain what exactly my cancer is, like what kind, like what all the details that we have at the time. And like, I think when I started doing these videos, I thought I had a kidney stone, and I was like, oh, well, a lot of people get kidney stones, like maybe the people will be interested in it. So I started recording, and it's like, now it's just become like a whole other like thing. I mean, a kidney stone would have been bad, but like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, this fundamentally like changes our channel and everything, like in a lot of ways.
Our lives. I mean,
and our lives,
yeah.
and I mean, obviously our lives.
But like, I think it's important to share, and I could have pulled the plug here and been like, you know what, this is too private, I don't want to share this, but I do want to share this all with you guys, because, you know, again, if this could help someone else who's going through a similar thing, has gone through a similar thing, or, you know, who is on the fence about going to get checked out about some kind of random pain they have, like, you just never know. And so I really like to spread, you know, the message of just like, get stuff checked out, like, you know, follow up, go to your doctor. Like, I went to my OBGYN back in February, and there was no issue, like they didn't feel anything, but here we are in June and I have cancer. Like, I can't even fathom that. So, yeah. So, this video is going to end here. I don't think we're going to do like a close. We're just going to
end it.
End it with some nice music. And we'll definitely update you guys in the next one.
Yeah. We'll see you next time, guys.
Good?
Yeah.